Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tap in and tune in and cleanse and clear. Okay. I hope you are well and good and ready for some messages from Spirit. See what is happening for us energetically. A check-in. Ownership. Yes, you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. This is the stepping stones of our life, right? We learn from doing. And it's okay, right? I remember being a child and asking, I don't know this thing. What does that thing mean? I don't know how to do this thing. And people being like, what? You don't know how to do it? Oh my God. So and so doesn't know how to do it. Oh, well, now I'm going to talk to you like you're an idiot, right? And it's like, well, how was I supposed to know? Nobody told me. I hadn't learned yet. And so it was always kind of, you didn't ever admit that you didn't know. You just watched and learned and then made it look like you knew what you were doing to avoid the shame fest of not knowing. I don't know where that came from. Oh, lessons. I think. Okay. Let's see. It's an interesting little thing. Yeah, and just because everybody's having fun and laughing doesn't mean it's not hurtful, traumatizing, and somewhat abusive, right? Because they're laughing at your expense. Okay. Find solace within. Okay. This has been your period of recognition, right? Sitting by the pool. Oh, there's a little waterfall there. And a mermaid, okay? And the fairy realms are watching. And there's the spider web. So, this reflection period, right? When things are calm, the pools are reflective. So, there's something about that, being able to look back at all the things, right? All the right things that you chose and did, and all the wrong things that you chose and did. And both things contribute to your experience and your wisdom. So, have grace and be at peace and surrender. Surrender to the flow and let it go. Surrender to the flow and let it go. Yeah. Surrender the old. Like you are looking when a memory hits. Be so solidly standing and firm in your own that you can be reminded of events and situations, and instead of, well, you gotta always send love to the versions of self, but there's this detachment, this recognition, right, that those were all stepping stones to now, and you are who you are because of all of it. Okay, what do we got? We've got it was beautiful. Beautiful it was. Did we have it was before last time? Feel like we did. Teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, and loyalty. Yes, the stalwart companion on the longest journeys, working with humanity in a role of companionship and trust for millennia. The horse knows the power of a team and cooperation. It uses persuasion, suggestion, and invitations of friendship. The power of this rune line lies in union and partnership. Awaz points to symbiotic relationships, to the joining of individual and harmonious beings. It encourages you to find flexibility and be adaptable to change. Okay. This is a time to go with your intuition, okay? And this is part of this stillness period, right? This brings peace when you own your choices and consequences alike. There is peace because you are taking responsibility for yourself and your own, both suffering the consequences and celebrating the consequences of your actions. And you don't want to hold the weight of things that are no longer in your control, if they ever were, right? Because you're running straight for emotional stability, okay? The 10 of Cups. This is the emotional gorgeousness card, okay? When you are fulfilled in all your areas. Emotional fulfillment, okay? Harmony within, and it's gorgeous. And look, there's like a soul tribe community, all if you are this light overflowing. I also want to say they're bringing in their cups, and each cup has its own gorgeous resonance. This is the rainbow and collaboration, right? Everybody brings a color, and we've got a gorgeous feast for the eyes, right? Beautiful. Okay. Okay. It's a very down the line. Okay, yes, but you always have a choice. It's always comes down to a choice. And look at the webbing around this figure. But if you notice, this choice is clear. This choice is still enshrouded by the web, by the illusion. And this figure is blindfolded. But look at the size of this moon. This is about using your intuition to choose. This is part of your ownership. Choosing in every moment how you feel, how you respond, how you engage, what you pick up and what you leave behind. What's this? Beautiful. Well, that's how you get there and maintain there, right? This momentum, this grounding, centering, quieting, a stripping away, a moving away from the illusion. Wow. These are the choices. Every choice in every moment, right? This is how we build momentum. Because the speed of the horse, momentum building. Okay. We've got an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is drawing in opportunities. Tangible pentacles, tangible earth gifts. And also the process of becoming one able to receive them. Because this hand here, this arm, it is in a state of becoming in tandem with the receiving. And that's the thing, right? It's more to manifesting than manifesting. It's also being able to recognize your manifestation, being able to hold your manifestation, receive it, and then hold it. But it all comes down to your faith and your trust and your knowing and your ability to spark passion, to recognize passion within you. To run upon it. Not all offers are like knock, 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 package for the recipient, right? Sometimes they are disguised. Sometimes they're hidden inside other things. Sometimes they are little cake crumbs that lead you to the cake, right? And this is why it's important. Look at all these figures. They all have their eyes closed and head down in this silent surrender, right? This peaceful surrender in full ownership of self. This is also owning your magic, your power, your strength, your ability, your capacity. Because you're gorgeous. Who's this? Oh, and you need rest and recovery from the pains. Okay. This Seven of Swords has transformed here. Look at this residual, and it's even ripping through. So it's like before, these swords used to be sharp, and you would often cut yourself upon them or get stuck on them or whatever, right? But now your transformation has made you see the illusion of these swords, and your ability to recognize them has made them dull, has made them ineffective. They no longer have the same sharp, stabby, betraying pains as they once did, right? But it was such a process. There will be residuals. There will be the coming back around as an opportunity to remind you of what you've gone through, what you've accomplished, what you've let go of, what you've surrendered, what you've healed, what you've disarmed within yourself. Take the time to rest, to recover. This is part of your regulation. This is part of your ownership. Misdeeds and accomplishments alike, right? This isn't just what is inflicted upon us, but also what we inflict upon ourselves and others. This is the process of getting to that point where you're like, I've had it, no more. I've had it with you, I've had it with me. It's time to make a change for once in my life. Isn't that Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror? Gonna make you right. Turn up the bottom door. Favorite music song. I don't know the lyrics. Okay. Yes, peace after chaos. Peace after chaos. What? This king. Who you bringing, king? Oh, you've turned into an emperor. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, so yeah, see, this is part of the process of becoming one who takes action from their heart space and is the ruler of their empire. Okay, look at this, another 7 here. 7 of Pentacles. This is what you learned through this process. I feel like this 7, right, was born from that 7. Gorgeous. And this acknowledgement and healing space that you allow yourself to regenerate, rejuvenate, rest, and reconcile. Oh, not reconcile, maybe reconcile with yourself, with your heart. it has made you aware of the magic of your power, the power of your magic, and your words and your thoughts, and how they affect your world, right? And your choices. And how much your care to self fuels the love machine. Okay? Now, these two guys, the Emperor and the King of Cups. Okay? Compassionate, heart centered, empathetic, caring, creative, flow state, very much heart centered. King of Hearts, right? And then the Emperor is the king of the world, the embodiment of all the kings. But I feel like this is taking heart-based actions for the good of all, right? The Emperor it's like the lion, does what is necessary for the safety and survival of the empire, of the whole, of everybody. Okay, we got a reconciliation. Speaking of card here, Six of Cups. Beautiful partnerships, reciprocating, like-minded, inner children playfuling, and gorgeousness. Okay. So something to do with heart-based actions for the good of all, leading to gorgeous partnerships, which, that's what A was talking about. Partnerships, business ships. Was it business ships? What? Teamwork. There we go. Oh, marriage. It does have marriage. Okay. The power of this rune lies in union and partnership, symbiotic relationships, and the joining of individual and harmonious beings. There you go. Harmonious beings, okay, for you to frolic with in the realm of cups. In the realm of cups of gorgeousness. But it requires you developing your faith and your trust and your momentum and becoming the emperor of your world. Taking actions from the heart. And choosing love wherever you go. It's easy. It's easy. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay, because this is the Knight of Cups bringing the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the messenger knight, full of passion, purpose, purity of spirit, bringing a cup of love. There it is. It's overflowing with liquid sunshine. Okay, whether this is you holding your cup up on offer, drawing in other gorgeous cups, or whether this is the cup on offer, whatever the case may be, it's leading to gorgeousness and it tracks with what's going on here. Okay, goes the King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Hearts is holding the cup aloft, okay? I don't know where to put these gorgeous things, so we'll just let them hover there. That's crazy. That's crazy! Okay. But we're used to the cray cray here because it happens all the time. Okay. Let's get a couple telepathy oracle cards here. What are we talking about? Partnerships and marriage and overflowing cups and offers and partnerships and like-minded and gorgeous things happening. What was that? What is it? Indication. Watch for signs that lead you to true love, okay? And then when you see them, find them, hear them, recognize them, then go for it. Or somebody shows up with all the love to give. Look for the signs. Is this true love? Okay, telepathy oracle. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a test. I repeat. This is a test. Okay. It's all a test, right? Right? It's all lessons. And after lessons come the tests. So, yeah. And the tests are there for you to prove to yourself and to the universe that you've learned, that you've changed, that you are doing things different now because of the lessons that you learned, right? Okay, what are these guys? Oh, it's a past life true love. Okay, spoiler alert. That's that reconciliation. We reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. Beautiful. True love appears when you least expect it. Yeah, because it's energetically gorgeous. Wow, okay. So you may have a past life love coming in hot with some liquid love sauce. Nope. Liquid sunshine of gorgeousness. What? Okay. Let's get an animal oracle. Oh, it's a deer. Wow. Look at those cards. The Phoenix and the Lion. Holy crap-a-roni. Holy crap-a-roni. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay. Well, we know the lion intimately. The emperor. Patient, regal, a complete master. The lion is the master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation, confirmation, ownership, surrender. Okay. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all but known intimately by few. Some mistaken the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious. And to bring into balance, daily meditation and friendship. Okay, and friendship. Okay. Now we're heading into the spirit realm. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. Yeah. Phoenix from the flames, right? The rebirth, the new, the solace after the torment, after the pain. Okay. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. Right? I got it! We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long lists of fears and aversions. Beautiful confirmation. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, and what we have done. Gorgeous. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It is a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karma resides in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Maladhara, or our root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karma is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes its journey from first to third, purifying our essence and freeing us from the past. Beautiful. And this is why we require peace and rest and surrender to the process. To the transformation and becoming and gorgeousness. Yes. All of those things. Okay, let's get a couple of these cards like that. We got the Hermit and your intuition. Know when to go in and come out of your hermit mode. This is also part of your checking in and recognition of how you are feeling as part of your choosing, right? When to step out and when not to. You are using your intuition and the skills of centering, balancing, peacefulness within that you learned, cultivated within your hermiting time phase. We've got the Hanged One. Okay, this is when you are feeling unable to move forward. That's your indication to surrender, to go in, to allow, right? You plant the seeds and then you got to wait for it to grow. So go find something else to do, right? Trust that the things are happening and that when you are called to you will get up and run after it, right? The lion conserves its energy. It's not running around all willy-nilly after every jilly billy. Okay. And we've got radiate. Okay, this is where you're heading. This is part of your hermit consequence, is your ability to shine bright like a diamond, okay, and to radiate your gorgeous glow to all those around you who are able to see. And the ones who can't are like, and they slink away into the darkness until they are ready to crawl out and see the light, right? Okay, I'm curious about this reconciliation. Well, it's a past life true love. I mean, that pretty much says it all. One of these cards. There's like 4 of them. There we go. It's your self-love reflected. Okay, yes, this is where it starts. This is how you get there, okay? Your ticket to the love train is a self-love ticket, because through this process are you able to hold yourself worthy enough for a gorgeous reflecting love, right? How are you gonna love somebody else if you can't love yourself? Same thing. So it starts with your self-love process. Look at this beautiful kitty. She's so cute, or he, or whatever. I don't know. But let's get one more. Allow divine timing. Yes. Okay. Allow a divine timing. The other thing is, self-love comes self-worth. And you see someone shining, and you recognize their gorgeousness because you recognize your gorgeousness, right? And so you're more likely to be like, yeah, that's the kind of gorgeousness I deserve. I'm going after it, right? Without it, you're like, oh, they're so shiny and bright. Oh, I don't know. What if me standing beside them makes me dull, or and then you're like, maybe they're too good for me, maybe somebody else can do it better, maybe I'm not. Self-love, very important process. This is what we've learned, right? Okay, I think that's it for today. Should we just throw some charms down just for the fun of it? Which ones do we got? What do we got here? Besides gorgeousness, okay, we got the sparrow. Allow for divine timing, but you're getting close. You are close to land. We've got transformation butterfly. Something is becoming more gorgeous. We've got abundance in a flower, the kind that you plant And it just continues to bloom and bloom and bloom. We've got the twin flame butterfly as well as the regular butterfly, okay? And this definitely validates what we were just talking about with the self-love train and all that. We've got this emperor, okay? This is your soul tribe. Calling. This elephant's like, I hear you or I feel you, because they can sense the vibrations of the herd through the ground up to like, I don't know, 100, probably lots more than that, but a lot. Their soft pads feel earth movements. That's pretty cool. And it's like, you're over there, I'm coming. Okay. And I feel like this emperor is making things happen for love. Okay. For their heart. And whether it's you or someone in your energetic field that you are drawing in your reflections, right? So it is you in a sense because it is a reflecting of you. As we mentioned, right? You need to be able to have a certain sense of self-love in order to go after your gorgeous reflection. Okay, and then we've got sending your wishes. Okay, your intentions. Ooh, maybe it's your intentions. You send your intentions out ahead of you. Something like that. Okay, balance. We've got the sun and moon kitty here. Your balance. This is what you contribute, how you contribute and maintain your balance is through your emotional regularity, right? Easy. Easy. We've got the rhino. I picked up this big blue, I don't know what kind of material it was, kind of glass, plastic. I don't know. It was weird. But it was just too, it was so big. It was like, I don't know. It was bigger than that. And anyways, something about a rhino. They carry around their armor. And they're adorable. The baby rhinos. Oh my goodness. Protection and stability. Because it also is the one charm that can stand on its own. Okay, your fire drives your ship, your passion, your purpose, your determination, and your willingness to go after, the courage to go after the things. There's the Hecate, liminal space, your balance with your inner child, inner mentor, inner wise one. This is something learned through this process of reconnecting with self. And we've got the peaceful kitty. Okay, this is the kitty that is resting but awake, aware of all of the things of the love. Okay, so that is this message, these messages, all of them for today. Okay, so there you have it. Love and appreciate you and hope to see you again in another reading. Okay, continue being your gorgeous self and move from your heart space towards gorgeousness. Okay, bye for now.